passion, effort, and intensity to the program during their career as a Rams. Before we introduce our seniors and parents, we would like to recognize the seniors from Owen J. Roberts. Congratulations to Aiden Finn Jr. The Springboard Athletic Department would like to congratulate you on your career at Owen J. Roberts and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Tonight for Springford, we have four seniors to represent. Our first senior this evening is number 3, Hannah Kaufman. Hannah is escorted by her parents, Patty and Eric Kaufman. Hannah is planning to attend the University of South Carolina to study sports and entertainment management. Her favorite memory is meeting her teammates and turning strangers into friends. Congratulations, Hannah. Our next senior, number 11, Zayna Anderson. Zayna is escorted by her dad, Paul Anderson, and I guess her brother. Zayna plans on attending Methodist University to play soccer and major in nursing. Her favorite memory is being able to make new friends through the sport. Congratulations, Zayna. Next up, number 15, Nadia Sherrick. Nadia is escorted by Greg Sherrick and Trisha Sherrick. She plans on attending East Stroudsburg University and is still deciding on her major. Her favorite memory is making new friends. Congratulations, Nadia. Our final senior this evening is number 17, Ava Young. Ava is escorted by her parents, Wendy Young and Josh Young. Ava plans on attending Duquesne University to major in physical therapy. Her favorite memory is playing chicken in the coop. Congratulations, Ava. To each of our senior families, thank you for your dedication to this Springford flag football program, for the rides to and from practices and games, and your constant support of the program. To the seniors, thank you for your dedication to build a winning program at Springford. We wish you all the luck in the future endeavors wherever they may take you. That concludes our ceremony. Seniors, you can escort your parents to the seat.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Coach McNally Stadium here at Springford High School. The Springford Rams are taking on the Owen J. Robert Wildcats in the final flag football game of the regular season. And now, welcome to RCTV. I'm Jacob Steinberg alongside Lucy Andes, and tonight is so special on two occasions. First off, it's senior night, and secondly, the Rams can unofficially be the first ever PAX flag football champion with a win. Lucy, what do you got?
Yeah, it's a beautiful night here for some flag football and to celebrate these seniors. I mean, it would be a huge win for these Rams to get an unofficial title.
Yeah, they're 7-0 on the season. They only lost one time. That was in a scrimmage to North Penn. They have four seniors playing, or 4 seniors on the field. 3 of them will play: Hannah Kaufman, Zayna Anderson, Nadia Sherrick, and Ava Young. We'll talk, I'm sure, about them throughout. And this Owen J. Roberts team trying to, this entire Rams flag football team is extremely good. So what does Owen J. have to do to get a win?
Yeah, I mean, Springford's definitely carried by their offense this year, so O&J's got to get some defense going and get them, stop the interceptions, stop the touchdowns, and it'll be a good game, though.
Yeah, freshman quarterback for the Rams, Ava Sweeney, has 38 touchdown passes, nearly 1,200 yards, and you said their explosive offense. Lila Olson, 20 touchdowns, and Ava Marcilio, 11 touchdowns. Both are juniors. Let's see, on the defensive side, Ava Marcilio has 3 interceptions, and sophomore Sarah Abdul Rahman also has 3 interceptions. And then Dana Anderson, the senior, has 4 picks. And then junior safety Naima Bess has 12 picks. She's not going to be playing, though. She is out with an illness, but 12 interceptions is a lot. This is the second season of this flag football for the girls team. Their inaugural season was in 2024, where they went 4-4, and they won their first ever playoff game where they played some experienced high school teams. They did lose in the second round to Bristol High School, but a real good start to the first ever season for flag football.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting dynamic this year. They got a lot of young talent returning, a lot of freshmen coming back, so excited to see how these next couple years shake out for them.
Yeah, totally. A lot of young talent. Obviously, they have those couple of seniors. As we're just moments away from the start on a beautiful April night. The head coach for this Rams team is Coach Moley, who, with a Springford graduate, she now teaches at the high school, and she plays for a co-ed flag football team. And then assistant Coach Folk. She has been a part of several tournaments and played in a national championship for flag football, and she too, the teacher at Springford, and both have helped this program continue to grow. And now we'll take a moment for national anthem. All right, so the Rams and the Wildcats about to begin. Springford, 4 seniors. They have 8 sophomores, 3 freshmen on this team, and a bunch of talented juniors. So let's see what's in store tonight. And it looks like Owen J will start with possession. So Lucy, you've played flag football before. How important is it to get off to a quick start?
It's so important. I mean, this game moves fast. It's definitely not like traditional football, so it's important. The first possession, offense or defense, you got to get that ball going your way.
I'll start at the 25. First downs are right at midfield, and quick pass. It's a gain of 5, second down. We'll play 2 24-minute halves with a running clock. So second down. To the outside, and a short gain there. So it's going to be third and long for Owen J.
And you'll see on defense, Springford having 2 receivers or 2 defenders there with their hands up, indicating they're rushing. That is a defense they like to use a lot. They have a lot of speed on this team, so blitzing them, trying to get the ball, get the flag out quick.
So it's now third down. Got to get to 50. Looks like they'll blitz 2. And that got intercepted. And it's going to go all the way for a pick 6. Touchdown Rams. What a start. It's Ava Marcilio, the junior, and it's 6-0 Rams. You talk about a quick start, and that's a real quick start for Rams.
You mentioned in the opening, Owen J is going to have to limit the interceptions, and already returning one to the house.
Yeah, the Rams so efficient on offense and defense. And that's what happens when you force the defense, third and long. Now they'll set up from the 15, just needing 5 yards. And it's caught, and they get the conversion. And that time it's Sarah Abdul Rahman for the score. So Owen J goes back on defense. Or goes back on offense. Rams back on defense. So Owen J back to throw, and it's low, incomplete, second down. Lucy, do you know how many points that was? We're having trouble here figuring it out.
I believe that might have only been 1.
So if it is, it's 7-0 Springford. 4 minutes in. They'll pitch it to the outside in a quick tackle. Now, once again, third and long.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of emphasis on Springford's offense this year and how efficient they've been there, but their defense is just as locked down.
It's Lila Olson, who's offensively has 20 touchdowns and 460 receiving yards. There she makes the tackle, and it's another third and long. Pressure, throws, and it's caught. And it's not going to be enough for a first, but let's get them extremely close. Big play there. It's going to be fourth and about 5. No?
That was a very good look into a open space there, and then a very good flag pull on the other end too.
So it is enough for a first. It's their first down of the game. And again, this Rams defense, their pressure and able to pull the flag real quick. So it's another third down. I'll throw it, pressure deep, and it's nearly intercepted again. The Rams have a lot of pressure, and it's causing trouble for Owen J.
Yeah, flag football a fast game in general, but especially when you have multiple blitzers coming at you, you have just a matter of seconds to get that ball out.
We approach the 18-minute mark in the first half. Rams up 7-0. Throw it inside, and it's caught right at the 50. And that's going to be first down.
Definitely be interested to see if OJR uses those short, quick passes, try and almost juke out the defenders coming at them.
Yeah, definitely. That seems what at least their plan early on is. They tried that one deep shot, but everything else has been within 4 or 5 yards. Pressure again, and it's another incompletion. That much must be a strong emphasis for Coach Moley. This is pressure for Springford.
Yeah, definitely a experienced coaching staff. They've sure seen it all. And if you have the talent, you have the athleticism, you might as well use it to your advantage.
Absolutely. So second down, right at midfield. Thrown on the run, and it's a dangerous throw. And it's incomplete, and it's another third down. On defense was Tochi Okiri. She's been involved in a few plays early on. It's another third down for Owen J. So let's see what they do here. And a quick pull of the flag. So it's fourth. And looks like a punt. And it goes out at the 25. So 15:40 to go. Rams up 7-0. So this is the first time Springford goes on offense. Besides that extra point they got. Let's see what they do. First down at the 25. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. Ooh. Looks like some real football out there.
Another thing to note is you see the 7 players on each side. Some of those players will play both defense and offense for Springford, so dual threat both sides of the ball. It's definitely interesting to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like Travis Hunter. Like, he'll get drafted tonight somewhere. Some trickery for Springford, but a quick tackle for Owen J. You talk about Owen J having some people that play both offense and defense. Springford has at least 5 players that can do that. There was an incompletion. It's going to be 3rd down.
Seems like those first couple drives there, JR only has 1 rusher at the quarterback, so trying to keep the passes from going too long.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of what you have to do against Springford because they have so many dual threats. I'll hand it off on, or no, they'll fake it, and it's caught to the 40, 35, 30, 25, and in for a touchdown. Oh, she got her? Oh. I didn't see her. So no touchdown, but a big play. She was taken down at the 25. And it was number 11, Xana Anderson, on her senior night. Another fake, another Ram getting taken down. That looked like it was Ava Marsilio. Nearly halfway through first half. Another pass. It's caught. And immediate grab at the flag. So it's 3rd down. Rams, though, inching closer to the end zone. Nearly sacked, and it's a touchdown. That is a touchdown, and it's going to be 13-0 Springford. It's the junior, or it's the sophomore, Alexandra Sullivan. And the Rams trying to go 14-0. Ooh. Couldn't hold on, but they will lead at 13-0 with 11:25 to go in the first half.
Yeah, that one there went to Alexandra Sullivan. Something to note is she will be the center, but the center is an eligible receiver, so there's a lot of plays you can run with her. She's very fast, very athletic, and get her in the end zone.
That was her 7th touchdown of the season. The Rams up early. When you played, Lucy, were you primarily on offense or defense?
I did a lot of offense, I would say.
So, did the coaches? How did it work when coaches would tell you what play? Would they call a play, or were they kind of just the quarterback?
The way we kind of figured it out, so we have, I don't know if they still do, we had wristbands with all our plays in them, so everyone had a shape or a number, and it would usually be communicated to the quarterback, and then the quarterback would call a huddle, let the team know what's going on. It moves quick, though, the play clock in football.
That got knocked down at the line. Again, pressure by Springford. That looked like it was Lila Olson. It's another 3rd down. So Owen Jay's just putting themselves in a tough spot. early on first and second down, just not really getting a lot of yards, which forces them to, attempt a deep ball, and Springford's able to cover it up. The 3rd and 10, or just third down. Another blitz, another completion, but again, Springford just quick pull the flags, and it's first down.
Yeah, it definitely looks like OGR is going to stick to those short passes just to try and catch the defenders lagging behind, get them off their toes a little bit.
To the outside and nothing going. Second down. That was Abigail Callback on the receiving end, the junior. But what a difference a year makes. Springford goes 4-4 a season ago, and they're going to be 8-0 if the score holds, but it surely looks like it will.
Yeah, definitely, I mean, some usual growing pains maybe last year, but for them to come and have the season they had, it's just incredible.
There's a deep pass, and it's nearly brought in. But a good throw. And she caught that. She was probably gone. Said it's going to be third down.
It's definitely the best look that the Wildcats have seen tonight.
So it's third down. There's 7.5 to go. Rams have been real solid on defense. They'll blitz 2. To the outside. It's going to bring up fourth down. The fourth down. See if Owen J can convert. The Rams started this game with a pick 6. And since then, able to force a punt and then score. There's a deep shot on fourth down, and it's incomplete. And it's going to be a turnover, and the Rams get the ball back in plus territory.
Yeah, interesting to see. There looked like only one Springford blitzer went at the quarterback, wanting to protect the deep ball there and prevent any long passes from going down the field.
We got 6 minutes to go in the first half. Rams up 13-0 over the Wildcats, and trying to add on here. There's a run and a nice gain by Sarah Abdul Rahman, a sophomore receiver and cornerback. Is there a limit to how many times you can run it, or is just...
No, it's whatever your heart desires.
I think that's at least a third run by Springford. A lot of movement in the backfield, and that's a nice pass and catch for a first down.
He jinxed it, and they want to throw the ball.
And that's just what makes this team so hard to beat. They can run it and also throw it like they did there. So many speedsters, and it's first down, and there are 5 to go. will roll. Look. Got taken down. But it's catch at the 20. And you think if Springford can score here, go up at least 19-0. Owen J, they're in real, they're real, don't, trying to figure what to say. They just have a lot of pressure on them if they go down 19-0 or 20-0.
Yeah, a game moves fast. It'd be hard for the Wildcats.
Well, nearly caught by Olsen. He's going to bring up third. Four minutes to go. 13-0 Springford over Owen J here on senior night. The second half will dive more deep into all the four seniors for the Rams.
Interesting to see there. It looked like the play call was communicated through the center. But as long as everyone knows what's going on, it's all that matters.
Yeah, communication's key, and
Ooh.
what a catch. That's Lila Olsen, and it's 19-0 Springford. That's Olsen's 21st of the season. And that's the 40th touchdown pass for Ava Sweeney. That's, as a freshman, that I would say 40 is pretty good in 8 games.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
They're trying to go up 20. And they got it. It's 20-0 Springford with 3 minutes to go in the first half. That's Sullivan. She caught the first touchdown, and now she receives that one. And it's 20-0.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rams are happy to have
Yeah.
their quarterback with them for the next 4 years.
So if you're Owen J, you got 2 minutes to go. You desperately need to get a score. So if you're their coach, like, what do you tell them?
I mean, the short passes have been working, but 2 minutes, you don't have a lot of time for them, so... Oh, there you go. Nice open look there, but you just got to find your receivers quick, and I think quickness is key. You got to find your passes, but you got to find them quick.
Yeah, definitely.
I think also more than anything, you don't want to let Springford touch this ball again. You can't let them return it like they did on the first opening drive.
Two minutes to go. 20-0 on senior night. Dangerous throw, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 1:55. The Rams already have pick 6 with Marcilio, Olsen, and Sullivan both caught touchdowns. Ava Sweeney has thrown for 2 touchdowns. Her season total is now 40. That nearly got knocked down at the line. And it's incomplete. Dana Anderson was in the closest defender. There's 1:52 to go. It's another third down. Springford defense just so good, able to bring pressure, but then additionally they're having real good coverage.
Yeah, these Wildcats all have butterfingers these last couple possessions, but they're getting the passes, which is what matters. Hopefully that second half they can catch them, start returning them.
They're on there, and it's brought down. Interesting that Owen J, it looks like they have a full offensive team meeting with one of their coaches. It's going to be fourth down. That catch was made by Abiel Callback once again, who went in motion, and it's going to be fourth down. They'll punt with 95 seconds in the first half. And she's still going, spinning is Olsen. What a return to midfield. So she's their punt returner, their cornerback, a blitzer, and a receiver who has caught a touchdown today.
Yeah, I bet they wish they could clone her.
They still have her for one more year.
Just over a minute here. That's plenty of time for the Rams to get something going again.
Thrown to the outside. And again, Springford able to... She's still going. That's Alexandra Sullivan. That's like her third or fourth catch as being the center.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're utilizing her a lot tonight. It's definitely an interesting strategy. I think the center can sometimes slip through the cracks and find herself in the end zone.
The clock runs. There's 45 seconds to go. Sweeney. Pressure nearly. It's down and it's incomplete with 36 exactly.
Give credit to this OJR defense, especially their blitzers. They're definitely getting on Sweeney early here.
So not only did senior night, but Rams win, they'll unofficially be the PAC champions. We say unofficially because it's still technically run. This league still technically ran by the Eagles and not the PAC, but they'll have the best record out of Pioneer Athletic Conference teams. She tried to go deep there. It's incomplete, and it's third down with 32 seconds. So if you're the head coach for the Rams, it's heading into halftime, there's nothing you got to change, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the talk I'm giving is just keep the pressure on them because these Wildcats are they're getting a groove, they're finding passes, and they're getting you on defense too. So I think you got to step on the gas a little bit, but also just clean up your offense.
I totally agree. We got a timeout with 32 seconds to go by Owen J. And we'll stay here at Coach McNally Stadium here at the Springford High School. Great night for some flag football. And Lucy, sometimes I think we talk about how competitive this game can be, but also just how fun is it just playing with like 15, 20 of your friends out there on a nice April afternoon or night.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like school sports, and especially flag football is just growing at a crazy rate right now. I mean, OJR has a team this year.
Yep.
I know a lot of other local PAC schools are starting to form teams or have teams, so I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the next couple years, and it's definitely a sport to watch. I mean, it's fun, it's fast, and who doesn't love football?
And that's another touchdown. The Rams keep pouring it on. It'll be 26-0. Their explosiveness. And it's Ava Marcilio. And that came right after Owen J called timeout. I'm sure their coaches aren't too happy. But Marcilio had the pick six. And now the third touchdown for Springford. And that's her 12th of the year. Incomplete. So it's 26-0 with 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, they scored that touchdown in about 45 seconds or so. Springford just moves so fast on offense. They find the open looks and they can run. You've seen it a couple times. They escape their defenders, don't let their flags get pulled. So it's definitely something to watch in the rest of this game.
Yeah, totally. So now Sweeney has 41 touchdown passes, and we still have a half to play. Olsen has 21 receiving yards, or 21 touchdowns. Handoff, trying to get something going, heading into half. Flag pulled. Clock's going to stop at 16.3. And Springford's going to get the ball to start the second half. Up 24, or up 26.
Yeah, I found these Wildcats at halftime of OJR. You have to stop the bleeding on offense, but you have to start, or on their defense, excuse me, but you have to start generating your own offense. I mean, they're going out quickly each time, and you got to run the clock because Springford can obviously go on their own offense fast.
Yeah, totally agree. And obviously not the ideal start when you throw a pick six on like their third pass of the game. Then they had to punt twice. 13.7 to go. Rams up 26-0 over the Warriors. Nice attendance too at the stadium. Caught, but she stays in bounds. So clock's gonna run. There's 8 seconds. Let's see if try to run a play. They won't. And that'll take us to halftime. It's Rams in cruise control. They're up 26-0 over the Owen J Warriors, and we'll take a break and then come back for second half action on RCTV. Welcome back to second half action on RCTV. Rams 26, Warriors nothing, or Wildcats, excuse me. Let's see here. Alexander Sullivan had the first receiving touchdown for Springford. Lila Olsen had one. So did Marcilio. She also had a pick six to start the game. And freshman quarterback Ava Sweeney now has 41 passing touchdowns. So, anything to add on an incredible first half for one team, and then for Owen J, just not their best football.
Yeah, Owen Jays, we mentioned it in the first half, they're just going a little too quick on offense. They're not really getting set. They're not finding the best passes, so it'll definitely be key in the second half here if they want to keep this one any close.
The lights are on, and there's 23 minutes to go. Oh, we got a flag. False start. Yeah, false start. Never. Oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Gonna get thrown out. I've never seen this. Have you ever seen a flag thrown?
They're definitely few and far between.
Yeah.
Looked like it was a little confusion on which team it was on.
Doesn't look like they moved the ball back or forward, so I don't know.
Maybe it was just seeing if his flag still worked.
Complete. Wanted Zana Anderson, senior. So let's get into some of these seniors. Zana Anderson, number 11, she'll be playing collegiate soccer at Methodist University next year. Pressure, throwing on the run, and it's incomplete. It's broken up.
Talk about how OJR needs to get started on offense, but that definitely starts with their defense. They gotta keep Springford shut down here the next couple of possessions and get that ball back going their way.
Quick change, that's going to be Sullivan running in from the sideline. And Ava Sweeney came out. Interesting. So no Ava Sweeney in for the moment. Oh, is it oh, that's it's because it's fourth down. That's why. Not paying attention. So the first punt for Springford. Boots it. Oh. Hard hit, but nice sportsmanship. So it's the first time that Owen J. Roberts will see the opponent's field with 21 minutes to go. So to the outside and still staying in bounds, still going, and brought down at the 34-yard line. That'll give Owen J something to cheer about.
Yeah, it's definitely a much-needed morale boost to open up their offense here in the second half, and hopefully they can keep that going.
So 20 minutes to go. Rams 26, Wildcats nothing. They're just trying to get something on the board. You can definitely see that they've been playing better the last, I would say, 10, 15 minutes of game time, but just no results on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I definitely think they ended that second half, or that first half, sorry, a lot stronger than they started it.
Yeah, and for Springford, they able to get that pick six, but then use their offense to, have some long drives and score, and then use in the second half their defense as a quick pull of the tag by Anderson. She's been all over, and her senior night.
OJR definitely starting to play with some pace here and finding their groove, finding what works for them. It's those passes maybe instead of the run game.
Yeah, I haven't seen many runs from them under the 20-minute mark. Fake Olsen with pressure, hand in her face, and she's able to get it, and she's down inside the 15. This is the closest Owen J has been.
Definitely a heads-up play by the OJR quarterback there to see Olsen coming at her and still move, find an open teammate. That's what the Wildcats are going to need to get on the board here.
Yeah, Olsen just shot out of a cannon. Springford, like you kind of mentioned earlier, either good at blitz 1 or 2. There's Olsen again. And she got her for the sack back around the 20. And that's why you bring pressure. It's 3rd and long.
Got away from her last time. She wasn't going to let it happen again.
No. Olsen, the junior, got her 21st touchdown of the game. Has 460 receiving yards. Back to throw, low. There's pressure again by Olsen. And it's going to bring up 4th. And they'll go for it down 26.
Yeah, they don't really have anything to lose right here. And if they're starting to get it, you might as well go for it.
See what they draw up. Trying to get into the end zone. And you need a score and then a stop if you want to get back into this game. So here we go. 4th down. Sideways throw, and that's not going to get it. Even if she caught it, would have been short. Turnover on downs. Rams take over with 17 minutes to go.
And you won't see it on a score sheet there, but that's definitely promising for the Wildcats. They seem to be getting a lot more movement down the field. They were finding a lot more open receivers, so hoping it's not a little too late for them to keep that going their next possession.
Yeah, they've definitely been able to take more chances instead of the short throws which we were seeing the first few drives. So Rams take over, running clock up 26. They're on the outside. Nice run, still going for the first. Let's have another senior shout out. Number 15, Nadia Sherrick. Her fun fact is she plays basketball and bowling. And she is committed to East Stroudersburg. The Warriors. Going deep. Oh, nearly brought in. What a defensive play. And a huge throw by Sweeney. She has a cannon for a freshman.
Yeah, that was definitely a very good look for the defense there too. A couple defenders on her, and OJR definitely finding their groove here, but with just 15 minutes left, you wonder if it might be a little too late.
Yeah, the Rams just able to build a huge lead. Again, throwing over the shoulder in that one. Out of reach for Ava Young, the senior. 15 minutes to go. Let's take a look at Ava Young. She is committed to Duquesne. And her favorite moment, or favorite memory with the flag football team is playing chicken in the coop. Have you ever played that?
Yeah, I can confirm. It was a very fun game.
Third, another over the shoulder, trying to get Young a catch. Or that was not Young. That was Folk. Mary Grace Folk, the sophomore. Rams are trying to spread the ball around. They'll punt here on 4th down with just 14 minutes to go. And they'll unofficially be the PAC champions at 8-0. It's been an incredible season. The 45 and brought down right there. So Owen J takes over. We've definitely seen some signs of improvement, just unable to get into the end zone, but their last drive was successful and they got they got as close as you possibly could without scoring.
Yeah, I mean, the score might not show it at the end of the game, but this OJR team is definitely a very good one. They're very tough. No matter what the scores got, they've stayed in this game, and they've been giving it all on defensive and offensive side.
Olsen pressure, and G knocked the ball out of the quarterback's hand. Olsen just pressure every single play. And going back on Ava Young, according to Coach Shimoli, she said that Ava Young is a pioneer for Springford flag football and that she was one of the first players to present to the board to get flag football approved at Springford.
Yeah, she might not be all over the stat sheets every night, but she's a hard worker. She gives it her all, and she knows what she's doing. She has a very high flag football IQ out there.
Yeah, she is the first Springford flag football first ever Mini Max Award winner. And she'll be attending the Maxwell Football Club banquet at the Link on June 8th. So pretty special. Under 12 minutes to go, 26-0's the score. Favor of the Rams. In addition to the pregame ceremony of senior night, the flag football team invited the youth girls and the challenger players along with the unified track team because in fall they will be starting the Challenger League, which is flag football for kids with disabilities. So not only is the sport growing in the school, but it's growing within the community, which is just a great thing to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially for Springford, their team last year was started largely in part to support by the Eagles too. So it's good to see even the pro teams out here supporting youth sports and girls in youth sports and high school sports.
Yeah, totally. Punt. Abdul Rahman. And we have 10.5 to go. It's 26-0 Rams. And the final senior to talk about is number 3, Hannah Kaufman. And unfortunately, she's not going to be playing, or she has not been playing because she just got her wisdom teeth removed. She was out on the field, but definitely unable to play. And she's committed to USC, University of South Carolina.
Yeah, she was one of those players who was on the first team last year, decided to return for her senior year, and she's been instrumental in just this team's dynamic and always has a smile on her face, brings a positive attitude, which is just, when you're seeing these people 5-6 days a week, it's definitely important.
Yeah, her quote, her advice she had for future Springford flag football players was that the days are long, but the years go by fast. Embrace every moment.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. From tryouts in March to May or June, it might seem long, but it flies.
Sweeney deep caught, and it's Sarah Abdul Rahman. What a throw, what a catch, and Springford firing on all cylinders late in this game. And you talk about practice, Lucy. So, what was practice looking like?
Oh, it's a good question. It was definitely a lot of drills. I mean, I think it's easy to look at a flag football game and think it's all just throwing, catching, defense. It seems simple, but I mean, it's definitely the nitty-gritty stuff that's going to make a difference. It's footwork, it's ball handling skills, catching, throwing. So it's a lot. It's a grind. It's hard work, but in a game like this, definitely feels good to see it pay off.
Pressure, that's incomplete. Wanted Anderson, second down. 8:50 to go.
These teams must have shared some buttery popcorn before the game. You see some drop passes, but
yeah, and I think a lot of people, here see flag football and they're like, oh, you don't have to put that much work in, but obviously, they're practicing like every sports team is for the school, every day or most days of the week, putting in a lot of work. And these games aren't easy either, it's a lot on your body, but the Rams this season able to do pretty much everything right, as they're 8 minutes away from going 8-0 in just their second season.
yeah, and you mentioned the unofficial Pac title because it's not a sanctioned school sport yet. That'll come, I believe, next year. But it's definitely just like any other sport. It's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of fun.
Look at Sweeney dancing, throwing, Abdul Rahman spinning. Is she in?
Looks just
She
short
is.
there. Oh no!
Touchdown Springford. It's Sarah Abdul Rahman's first of the game. Her 7th of the season. And the Rams have taken over 32-0. And they'll go for the extra point. And then it's caught. Abdul Rahman again over the shoulder, and it's 33-0. So we've talked about all the players that are seniors, but what about you, Lucy? You're a senior, so what are your plans after college?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to Marquette University, so I'm headed up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice.
I'm studying public relations. I'm excited. Basketball school, so
Yeah.
already looking forward to the winter, even though Wisconsin's going to be cold, but I'm excited. New city, new friends. Should be fun.
Yeah, sounds fun. Hosting the NFL draft tonight.
Yep.
Started now.
I think seniors have about just 22 around that days left, so it goes fast, but
Yeah.
it's exciting time of the year. May is a fun month for seniors.
Yeah, that goes back to Kaufman's quote of making every moment count.
Yeah, I think that's good to remember on and off the field. High school is 4 years, it's a long time, but it does go fast.
That nearly was intercepted. Yeah, I'm a junior, but it's going by pretty quick. Yeah, and before you know it, you'll be, in college and starting your career.
Gonna have a gray hair by the end of this broadcast.
Yeah, it's our second ever broadcast of flag football. I believe Noah Cook and Mick Haas did the first one. That was when they were playing behind the softball field. Five minutes to go. It's going to be a first down for Owen J. Now take the time to thank everyone on our crew, with Hunter Harris and Stephen Falbo doing the cameras, and of course Mr. B directing and doing the graphics, doing two jobs at once. And of course me and Lucy up here. Pressure. And it's caught at the 45. Nice catch there by the Warriors. Or Wildcats. I keep saying Warriors.
She had about 4 defenders on her there, and she just didn't mind. Caught that anyway.
Yeah, still giving it all, even though the scoreboard doesn't reflect the effort they've been able to put in. Under 4 minutes to go here on senior night. Run. Haven't seen this one in a long time, and that might be the reason why. Springford able to attack it and pull the flag right away.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier just the difference between Springford's first year last year and then this year, and you definitely assume to see the same from these OJR Wildcats. I'm sure next year they're going to come back and be even better. Definitely going to be a team to watch out for.
Yeah, totally. It's hard to, I don't want to say do good, but able to understand every aspect of the game in your first year compared to Springford, who's really experienced coaching-wise and player-wise. There's a catch. It's going to be second down. We got 3 minutes to go.
And I believe in the pregame ceremonies, these O&J Wildcats only had one senior, so they're going to be even more experienced next year. They're gonna know the game, they're gonna know the rules, and even just to know the type of teams they're playing, it's gonna be a real strong suit for them.
Yeah, that has to be tough when you start out understanding every rule and what you can and cannot do, and how you play the game and how your team plays. But their sideline's still cheering on. We got 2:20 to go. Don't know what our next broadcast on RCTV is. Might be Track Packs. That's May 9th. Sure, there's some concerts still going on. Final minutes tick down.
You gotta respect this O&J team. They have not stopped fighting this entire game. You mentioned they got down. Their third down of the game was an interception to pick 6, and they just have not given up until this final buzzer.
They faked the end around, but a real good tackle by Zayna Robinson, playing in what will be her final game as a senior, giving her all on offense and defense. And it's fourth down. I think they'll go for it. We got a minute to go, 60 seconds on the clock. Wonder if Springford will celebrate their unofficial PAC title.
Everything is worth celebrating. Why not?
Deep ball. Oh, what a throw. Oh, nearly caught. Incredible throw. And with 40 seconds, Springford's going to take over. That was her best throw, and it was her last throw of the season.
Yeah, it was an absolute dime and almost found the end zone there, but
Yeah, a little collision.
got some tackle football going on. You mentioned the draft. I got excited.
The 20 seconds. Rams are going to win this one. They're going to be 8-0 in their second season. A successful senior night. They'll win it 33-0 over the Owen J. Robert Wildcats. They'll run one last play. And that'll do it. Rams are unofficially PAC champions in flag football. They win it 33-0, and that'll do it for me and Lucy here from Coach McNally Stadium. Your final one last time. Rams 33, Wildcats nothing. Good night.